All right, everyone, here we go. We are live. Congratulations. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna let it start. I think it's should be on now. Let me make sure that I do announce it here. At everyone, we are live now. Here. Okay. So let me just make sure that I think the link should be same. If not, let me just copy the new link as well. And then let's start. Cool. This is done, I guess. So we can skip this part. And we can probably check 1 second, guys. Yep, I think all good. If anyone wants to join, hopefully they'll join soon. Let me put it here, and let me put it here like this. Let me zoom in. Yep, sounds great. I think everyone, this is great, good stuff. I think I would have liked this to be here, but it's okay. I think this is fine. All right, I'm gonna let everyone join, but not to. I think it's still 1 more minute to go, so I'm gonna wait. But let me just start my fish shell as always. 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah. CD projects. I think source codes, context palette, RS. Where did you go? Cool. There's one thing we need to do is probably zoom in a bit more for you all so that you guys can see this from phone. Just wanted to make sure that everyone can see it as it's convenient. There are a few things that we need to achieve today. I'm gonna zoom out a bit so that at least I can see it as well. I'm gonna let people join. Let also probably if it's possible. Yeah, it should be possible. Okay, as people join, we'll see hopefully the chat here. I'm not sure, guys, if the chat should be visible. If anyone is joining, we should see them soon. Anyways, so for us, the main debugging point is right now the slowness of this thing. So I was able to figure it out by just understanding that okay, we have this func main, and if I right now just async fn main function main CLI result. So CLI result will need us to return something like this. And over here, I don't think I need to do CLI args and all. Right now, what we want to debug is extract details. And what does it take? It takes a start line number. It takes, yes, okay. Wait a minute. I thought, wait guys, 1 second. I need to check again. Extract details. I did enter 1. Tab. Okay, tab doesn't work, unfortunately. This is 100 maybe. File path is src main.rs, and I think this takes a string object. So what we can do is string from stir. This is something we can do. Config object is simple. I think it's gonna read config default. Yeah. And let output equal to this. I think it takes a, it's not relevant here. Yeah, there you go, right? So what's the problem here? Stored string consider using one of the following from UTF-8. There's no from stir. I thought there's one. There should be one, right? Or am I not using the right one? Found reference. Ah, I see. So you want me to do unwrap. All right. Now what about this? So this is config impl, config default. Yeah, there you go, right? So now this does give us some idea what's going on. Now the way I'm debugging this is basically, let me documents, source projects, control F, control L. Okay, I've not really configured it yet. Context pilot RS. Okay, this should be fine now. So if I do cargo build release, now you guys will see that the main slow process, if I have to talk about, is this. Right, so I mean, this is very slow. As you can see, like for 1 to 100 line, it's gonna take a lot of time. And probably what the thing that is slowing down is, I'm gonna let it finish. This is taking a lot of time already, right? So this does make sense. Okay, that's why indexing was slow. I'm gonna cancel it now. So the whole point is how do we debug this further, right? So if you look at extract details, the way it's working right now is it's doing git blame first. It's launching this process, right? And then it ends up doing it multiple times again. I don't know, guys, if you're, if anyone is here, guys, please say hi in the chat. At least I know that you guys are here. If you're shy or something, it's all good as well. But anyway, so we are launching this process. Hi, Swanand. Good evening, yeah. What's up? Welcome. How are you doing, yeah? How are you doing? हाल कैसा है जनाब का हम तो मचल गए ओ ओ ओ यूं ही फिसल गए हा 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 काम करा जा रहा है क्या बात है शाबाश लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई ऐसी या ओ हाय रम्या थैंक यू सो मच आई शुड नॉट बी सिंगिंग राइट नाउ वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम दिस योर फर्स्ट टाइम हियर आई गेस फ्लेक्सिबल आवर्स नाइस यार सही है सही है वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम रम्या एंड हाय स्वनंत अपना मुखड़ा दिखाओ पर्दे में रहने दो पर्दा जो उठ गया तो मॉइस्चर नहीं 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 द थिंग इज़ लाइक आई एम स्ट्रीमिंग फ्रॉम मैक एंड अभी मैंने कैमरा सेटअप नहीं किया है so hopefully tomorrow I'll try to show my face. It's also one thing I've realized that I'm more focused when I'm not showing my face because I'm less concerned about my looks and more concerned about the code. So that's why. But anyways, I was telling this one, and so if you see, like right now, we did optimize our DB, but the main problem that comes up is this: when you try to index, right, even for a single file, this indexing for 100 lines of code, it's taking a lot. So बस वही debug कर रहे थे, and I mean I know you guys don't have context about the project we are doing, but overall if you guys know a bit, like launching a process multiple times takes a lot of time, right? So when you launch a process, that in itself, that whole initialization, that memory allocation, that everything is itself it takes some amount of time, not really like maybe significant, but still it takes a lot of time. So over here, if you see that I'm doing command new git, and then I'm doing binding.args, which basically means that, okay, this is git, and then I'm doing git blame -l and all, right? So the point is, like, how can we avoid, like basically, let's say you have 100 lines, so you're launching this command 500 times, right? So how can we not do this 500 times? And how can we do it only once? God level. Mohit Wankar in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for joining, Mohit. घर से ज्वाइन किया इस बार मोहित ने. कार्ड्स में डिस्काउंट चाहिए क्या? पकड़े गए. How to use Vim? Hi Raman, thank you so much for joining. This is your first time. Few, what happened? Why are you saying few? Is something not good? How to use Vim? Practice, man. Practice. I mean, takes you some time. First of all, if you really like, are you sure you want to use it? Then if you want to use it, stick to your main editor for work. Don't spoil your work efficiency. Try using Vim here and there. Sometimes like maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, and like you slowly get used to it, right? So that's my suggestion, and that's something I've learned over time that works. मोहित भाई शादी में गए हुए हैं स्वनंद. सो मोहित ने मेरा भी कॉल नहीं उठाया है. सो डोंट वरी, इट्स नॉट जस्ट यू. तो चिल. मोहित सबका कॉल इग्नोर कर रहा है. करता आराम से ब्रो. करो शादी अटेंड करो. घर पे हो, घर पे एंजॉय करो. वन थिंग गोइंग ऑन हियर इज, अच्छा ठीक है, 3 दिन से ट्रैवल ही कर रहा था. सैड भाई, सैड मोहित. और लगाओ आग. मोहित वानखड़े in the chat. Okay, so this is the problem right now. Okay, fine. देखो, I'll tell you one thing about some problem solving things, right? बंदी का इग्नोर नहीं करेगा. भाई वो मेरा इग्नोर किया है. डोंट वरी, मैं ही उसकी बंदी हूँ. सो मेरा इग्नोर किया है फ़ोन, तो चिल करो. इट्स नॉट जस्ट यू. बट एनीवेज, ठीक है. तो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे क्या हो रही है ना, देखो, I was telling you guys, right? So there are a couple of problem solving techniques that you can like have. One of them is, of course, like optimizing through data structures, optimizing through algorithms. The point is, what we need to fix is that the whole logic is like we need to find an alternate solution. Sometimes the only solution is to not do it this way, right? Aram se, sure, take your time. No issues. So the point is, right, how do we do this? We should not be really launching 5-minute commands at any point of time. No matter how much you say, there's some time that's gonna like go into doing this. So I'm very curious how much time it takes to just do this. For example, 3 comma, let's say 1 comma 100 hyphen w hyphen m, and let's say we have a commit URL as well, right? Let's do git log hyphen p, and let's copy this commit URL. This did save. I don't know if I really want. Okay, what I can do is probably do this, and I need to resize this further. So let's say for 9th line of code, we had B70, B7F, whatever. So I can do hyphen L, and I can say, okay, please give for the 9th line, I want W hyphen M. I'm trying to recreate this, okay? Hyphen hyphen, I'm gonna do src main.rs, right? And when I do this, you can see that it's gonna give me the previous one, right? So this is 480.37578. I don't know what the hell it is, but let's go back, right? Let's try going back then. Yep, there you go, right? Now it's 578. So it's the same number. So what that means is probably that it was only edited once, right? So one thing is for sure that you should be only storing for unique commit hashes. So whenever you see one more commit hash coming in, I would ideally suggest that we get rid of it and not do it again. That's a different optimization. That's something that we can do, like work on it later. But right now, to me, the problem is what's really taking a lot of time, right? So let's do this. Yeah, one thing I can do is probably do this println. Not really here. Should I be really doing it here? New blame command. Okay, let's just say launching command, right? And I want to see how many times does it run, because like, you know, when does it run again? That's what I want to see. So because I'm still guessing that, yeah, they see like launching command. So I just think right now the number of commands is running, it's a lot. So if you see that it's already showing number of lines that we have seen so far. So it should be for 1 to 100. So it should be 500 lines, right? Okay, so this is definitely a lot of like very slow. So one thing I want to see is probably see the new blame command itself. So can I really do this and say that, okay, can you please give me new blame command dot. So it's launching a command, right? I don't really want that. Okay, I don't want the std out, or maybe, okay, I don't think it should be huge, so it should be one liner. Yeah, okay, no, wait a minute, what is going on here? So we are already doing this output strut pipe.args command args.clone dot unwrap. Okay, this is std out. New blame command is this. No, this is not right. String parser. Okay, what's string from UTF-8? Okay, makes sense. So maybe I forgot to do this, and let's do this, and let's build it again. Cargo build release dot target. Yeah, there you go, right? So this is really what's happening, right? So we are seeing many repetitive commits for each line, which is, so this is what we are doing wrong here, that we should really not be doing this for each line. Yeah, because this suited well for binary, I guess. So maybe let's extract this function into for a single file, because this sounds more like for particular line numbers. Yeah, this seems to be more optimized for that. So okay, let's call it for selected piece, right? So, and then I'm gonna have extract details, which is basically for the whole file. I'm gonna call it for file. It still can take start line number, end line number, because I don't really mind it doing that. The whole point is over here, vec author detail for line dot unwrap. Yeah, the thing is, this is not good. This is not good. What should I do here? So let me explain this to you all, what's really happening. So when you want to go back from a particular commit to another commit, right? Do I really need to do this? Okay, wait a minute, guys. So we are doing the start line number, end line number dot two strings. So basically, during our testing, this is like 3,3 only, right? So it's start line number. and it's the same, like n line number is the same, okay? Right, because they're the same, right? Now the point is when you do that, uh, yeah, we don't need to do this line per line. See, when we do this, we already are, yeah. Yeah, so we could have just done git blame hyphen L. Right now we are doing 9 comma 9. We are getting for that particular line, right? So instead of that, we could have done hyphen L 1 comma 100 hyphen W hyphen M hyphen C src main dot rs. If you see, like, this is just how much time did it take, right? It should be faster than what we saw before, right? So, and then for each commit, we can go back 5 commits back, right? So which is the, what's the right command for that? That's the question, first of all. Line string we do. I'm still not impressed by how we are doing it, but okay, it will definitely save us some time. So what we need to do is we need to do, um, I think we need to get rid of start line number and end line number, because we're always going to start with the first line number, right? So let's say start line number is equal to 1. That's right thing to start with. And we need to calculate, I think it will give us, we are already doing this somewhere. So we are already getting end line number. So what we can do is, this is something how it should be. Now, what will this do? This output, whatever command we have, and when we run this, basically, guys, I'm gonna, okay, I think I'm finding it hard to, wait a minute. Yeah, this is better. So when we do pass stir, right, we do std out buff. So this time, this is not gonna be very simple. We do go through each line, we split it accordingly. I think given how I've written the code, it should work. It's just like I was probably not using it how I should have, right? So when I call extract details over here, I should just call it with 100, which is the line number, which is the end line number, right? So this is end line number, right? And do I have a formatter? We don't have a formatter. Wow. And then we do this. Okay, this is fine, right? And okay, one thing I can do probably is just make sure that output is, yeah, this thing I want to make sure that, really, wait a minute. Yeah, let's say this, that, okay, passed output length. Now I'm expecting this to be 100 of, like, it should be of 100 size, right? Because we are running it for 100 files. So 100 lines, line numbers. There's some error. There's some error. No extra details found. Yeah, sorry. Okay, now where was extra details used? So it was used here, which is basically what, for a file. And when I'm calling extract details, I can probably switch it to for file, right? I think I should be able to compile it now. We still not able to. I think we are doing it again somewhere. Algo loc.rs. Line number 5. I can do for file. I don't think I'm using it somewhere. Oh, I am actually. Oh, yep. Okay. So eventually this will also go where we have this as end line number, right? And this should be fixed now. So let's try to run this now. Yeah, there you go, right? Okay, wait a minute. We are launching command. We are printing new blame command. Yeah, there you go, right? So past output length was 100 immediately. So that was actually fast. Yeah, so I think a couple of things. First of all, we are launching this whole new process every time. So that's not good. That's not a good strategy we should be opting for. So we need to fix that. Other than this, just a minute. Yeah, okay. Right, so how can we fix this further? Let's go. Let me zoom in further for you all if you're watching from phone. Author detail, vec author detail for unwrap. Okay, I'm sorry, can't I? When it's too zoomed in, it's very hard to read. Sorry guys, if you're joining from phone, join from laptop. Okay, I'm sorry, that's rude. We are going 5 times back for each commit, which I don't like, of course. Like, if we already had those commits, first of all, we should create a map. So how do you say that, okay, whether the commit was already visited, right? The best thing right now would be to store it in a hash map or something. And Or actually, it's a hash set makes more sense because over here you don't really want to store a value for a key. Over here, you just want to store keys, right? So let's say commit hashes, and it can be a hash set. Do I have a hash set? Yeah. It's like taking an option. Do I have something? Say yes. Yep. There you go. Right. So we have commit hashes here, and of course it will fail. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. I hope. Okay. Yeah, it needs me to give the type. That's weird. Can it not? Um, let commit hashes hash set of what it's gonna be, right? What is it gonna contain? Maybe a string. But we have to think. Okay, this is really bad. Okay, this is fine now. So what we can do is when we go over here, this val.commit hash, we can do commit hashes dot, we can do, okay, first of all, this needs to be mute. So that's something I like about Rust. I've told this multiple times that this guarantees safety for me, at least to me. Okay, okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, sorry guys. We need to do push. Or is an add insert. There is insert. There you go. So I can do commit id dot clone, right? And there you go. So once this is done, we don't need to do anything. We can do commit hashes dot contains. We do commit id. If it contains, then we continue. Yeah, that's it, right? Right. So this is done. And so if you see now, we should not be going through a lot of, yeah, I mean, it should be faster than what it was before. We should not be going through all of them again and again. Yeah, this was faster than before for sure. And length of data is 80 only. So that's good. I like it. There's now one more thing as well, right? So when you do git blame, yeah, I think we can do it all together. Can we go back using git blame? That's the point, right? I mean, can you do it without taking a commit hash? That's the question right in front of our screen for you all. Oh, yeah, this is fine. I like it. So far, it's good. I'm sorry, I'm lacking my own code, but yeah, doesn't make any sense. I know. Line string equal to val dot line number dot to string da, 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 da. This is for each line, and then we are doing git blame hyphen l line string, and then we are basically saying go back from the given commit URL, right? So this is the important thing instead of yeah, this is, can I not do it in a single command? Right, so let's look at this, right? Let's try it out. So I'm saying git hyphen l 1 comma 100. So I want it for all the files, right? And I say, okay, can you please give me for 4833758? Nah, it doesn't work that way, right? I can't pass a single commit URL and ask it to do it for all the files. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, then it's gonna do it for all, and then it's gonna do it, right? This is not good. Yeah, I don't like it as well. So then we parse it again. Can we make the parsing faster? I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good thing to do. Then we do get data for line. We go through each file. We push it. We all do. This is all fine. I don't think I hate it at all. Let's get rid of the println statements we had before. For debugging, what was? Let's maybe do add hyphen p. Yes, I need this. Yes, I need this. Not really. What's really going on here? This is the different optimization I was doing, right? Yep. Okay, I really don't mind having it here, to be honest. Yep. Yes, this is something I should ignore, and this is all I should keep, and this is all I should keep. No, I don't need this. Okay. Okay, yeah. All right, so I do have git commit hyphen f testing, or maybe I should really create db optimize part 2, which is git commands, right? And do git commit hyphen m optimizing git commands. Hi, is there any ORM using or ORM for Rust similar to Prisma? Any easy way than having to use SQLX? I think a lot of DB controllers, all of those things. Okay, you're looking for ORM instead, right? Have you tried, what's that? I forgot. Wait a minute. There's a DB, Rust DB. If you just search with Rust DB, there's one I know. Wait a minute. Let me put it on. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Yeah, Surreal DB, right? So does it not have that? Why is it not an ORM? Have you tried this? This is their own language. Do they not have in Rust? So that's their own language, I understand. I'm not sure if they are basically an ORM or not. But yeah, probably I think there should be many other than. I think maybe to search it again. I'm not sure. I've not used it for Rust at least. Um, so I'm not sure as well. But by the way, hi, welcome to the stream. I would generally suggest checking out. Um, wait a minute, sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah, generally suggest checking out SurrealDB. I would guess they would have it, but yeah, really. Okay, yeah, this is this slow, right? This is like, so I mean, if you see what's really happening is like, it makes sense that launching command will take probably 0.1 seconds. So let's say if you're doing it for 100 lines of code, 500 into 0.1 seconds is what? Yeah, 50 seconds, right? So it's going to take at least a minute for those 100 lines. So yeah, I mean, that's not good, right? So yeah, this, so I mean, overall, this problem statement, we are basically narrowed down to just being able to not launch one single command for each commit. So how can we go back? I think it should be possible. No, so okay, fine. This is not making sense to me. The problem is, I'll tell you, right? For this particular line, if I want to have the git blame, I got one commit, right? Now I don't want to git blame the whole file based on that commit. I don't want to go previous to that commit based on just this line's commit ID, right? That's why this is slow, and that's why this indexing is taking time. So how much is it like? Okay, no, this is not good. How can I? What about git? So I know git log hyphen L has things. Um, okay, maybe I can actually use git API. Should I use the git API instead of calling it through command new? Alright guys, give me something. Think about it. It's definitely faster than what we thought. But no, this is not good. I don't like it as well. It's still gonna take some time, right? It might be faster this time. Yeah, this is not good. No, I don't like it. But I mean, at the same point of time, I don't think I have a solution. So we will have to explore Git further and try to debug this. How do you do that? So maybe let's go through the git blame thing. Wait a minute, guys. Git blame. Okay, this Google search. Let's open this git blame. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna open this. Okay, this whole tiling is messed up right now. Okay, yeah, it had to be, of course, if I drag it like this, it had to. Okay, fine. This is not good. I should not use my. Yeah, this is better. This is better. This is, there you go, git blame hyphen L. Go back for one commit each for every line. Yeah, so this is like what I'm looking for. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT for this. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me open ChatGPT. Just making sure there's no history visible to you because, yep. Let's ask. So like, let's say you have a commit ID. I want to go back. Okay, no, I should. Yeah. You're basically asking how can I git blame a file, but for each line, show not the latest commit, but the one just before it, going one commit back per line. Yes. Yeah, it can't do this directly. Yes. But you can simulate it by doing a combination of git blame, git log, git show ticks. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. So you do git blame the whole file. You do, okay, wait a minute. When you do git blame src main.rs, what do you get? You get this, right? So For each commit, find its. Oh yes, you can do git reverse pass, right? And you can keep on finding the commit. But then you'll eventually have to do. So you want to write your own migrations, is it? Almost similar to Prisma, except that I have to write my own migrations rather than it helping me to write SQL queries. I see. Why are you writing your own migrations? Just curious. Oh, for experimentation, or really you want to do it for prod or something? You doing it for learning purposes? I mean, whatever SQL queries they are using, they would be generating some migrations, right? Like, for example, like the way Django has, right? You can edit the migrations, you can delete them, but that's a risky thing to do. So does it not allow you to? Yep, only learning. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know. They should have it somewhere. Maybe it's just like not suggested because editing a migration yourself is very risky, right? So check it out. Maybe let's say, does SQLX in Rust allow you to write your own migrations? Or is there any other ORM that does in Rust? Right? I mean, probably asking. Allows you to write your own migrations. SQL X has a built-in migrate system with a migrate macro. You create migration files yourself in a migration directory like this. You write plain SQL manually. SQL X will track those migrations. Maybe check it out. I don't know what this is really saying, but there are multiple which it is suggesting. So give it a try. I can ask it to give links, but yeah, look at this thing, whatever they are suggesting. It does say that it's supported. I don't know. I can actually ask, does SQLX support writing migrations of our own in Rust? I think if I do search of web, I'll get some links and I can share that with you, hopefully. Yeah, it does. SQLX migrator. Oh, how many stars do they have? 30 stars, is it? Yeah, this seems like a third-party thing. Interesting. Take a look at this if you want. I mean, I'm not sure. This seems like a third-party. I mean, it is a third-party thing, so but give it a try. I'm not sure. I think this is the best I can do right now. Sorry about that. I don't think I've done a lot of external third-party DBs. I'm writing my own right now. So yeah, that reminds me, I should actually write my own migrations. Anyway, so we do get reverse parse, right, for the each commit, and then we get the parent, and then we do get plain. Yeah, I don't know. That's something I want to do. This is bad. Yeah, can I do git log hyphen L? Like, I mean, this is going to be slow, right, eventually, because, okay, this got the tools like, okay, that do this automatically. No, this doesn't exist. Yeah, we'll have to use, so I think this is where we can use threading, right? So let's say we can launch multiple threads that are calling this, and this is where we need to optimize further. So this needs to be a and this, if I was doing this, I couldn't find the way it happens at Prisma, like defining models and running migrations of it. Thank you so much, though. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. Maybe nowadays TVs are going forward and they're suggesting that, okay, you don't do anything yourself and we'll write migrations for you in the backend. So there are less people like you who actually want to learn. There are more people like, oh yay, I just want to do dot migrate or dot add something to a table and then it will automatically commit. So there are less people who want to learn. So I don't think a lot of ORMs will support migrations themselves right now, because it's of course difficult to manage, right? Having migrations is it does impact the safety of each DB, and maybe they just have not made it public. But I mean, I'm just philosophically talking about it right now. I don't know much about it. But yeah, welcome to the stream again. Cool. So we need to do this. Fine. I think we know what we need to do to optimize it further. Let's close this. Let's get it here. Right. So right now, the only solution I see is that launching multiple threads, making sure that for 500 lines, we are calling for each 10 operations, we are calling it in a single thread, which I am still not in favor of. I'm still not happy with this. There should be another way, which I don't think there is another way. But the only thing we can do is probably not launch each process straight away. We can store these commands, then we can distribute them using this. I think we have used this join set or something, but that's not really threading. That's asynchronous. That's different. So asynchronous is basically like if something is blocking, then you meanwhile go to something else and let it do it, right? So that's not what we want to do here, right? We're not IO heavy here, I guess. Cool. Okay, let's study about it then. Let's time to go and search about threading in Rust, how it works. I am not really trusting ChatGPT right now with this because wait a minute, guys. Let me search about it using threads to run concurrently. Yeah, I think this is what we want to read through. Okay, I'm not happy with this styling window manager already. It sucks. But anyways, in most current operating systems, yeah, I don't need the context thread spawn. Yup, for I intent high number. Okay. Thread sleep duration. Okay. I don't really need it to sleep. See, for every line number, it's going to be independent, right? So we don't really need to sleep at any point of time, and this join.unwrap should do it, right? Waiting for all threads to finish using join handles. I would want that for sure, because we would want the whole file to be done when I'm returning. So this makes sense to me. Like over here, the main thread will wait for the spawn thread to finish and then run its for loop. So over here, 1 to 9 were done before first, and then 1 to 4, which is what happened here, right? So this is happening. We'll use closures with threads. We'll often use the move keyword with closures passed to thread spawn because the closure will then take ownership of the. Oh yeah, I mean these are all closures, right? I mean this is a closure, I'm guessing. So you can pass whatever context you want from outside of this whole scope, and then it will do it for you. Yep. Can I decide how many threads do I launch though? This is just a chapter 1 though. Using message passing to transfer data between threads. Do I need to? No, I don't need to. I don't need to pass data between threads. Although the threads have shared memory, so that do I really get any benefit? See, multiprocessing is going to be very not so ideal thing here because already we are facing problems in launching multiple processes. So I don't think I want another overhead of launching these processes, right? Yeah, this is mutex is also not really important here. What are you building? Hi, Raman. Hi again. I I know, like I've been doing it for 2 years now. So, but basically, I'm building a plugin that lets you go through the Git commit history and find the most relevant context for you for a particular piece of code, right? So you're in your project when you say that, hey, where do I find more information about this project will give you that. Okay, you can go through this file, you can go through this test file. This is where you're going to look at the context and you're going to find it, right? And that's going to be based on git commit history. Yeah, I think I think let's explore the git apis further. Can we avoid launching each command, and can we do it via git api or something? Git api rust, right? Git to rs. These are bindings. I assume if we can use this, does seem like something we can add to our project. So what that will do is we'll not launch an external process and communicate via std out and all, and we'll be calling it inside. But the problem is, does it support a blame command? Right? I think it does. That's it. This is good. So they have a blame file. Get the blame for a single file. So you can pass the whole path. That will give it to you. But can I just to get blame and pass it the private fields? Okay, this is a. Yeah, I think this is where we need to study about Git API, guys. Time to go and read about it. So that's something that might help us. And guys, if you're new, by the way, please consider liking the stream. Okay, I generally don't do this, but yeah, I mean, please subscribe as well if you can. It will be nice. Yeah, that will be great. Okay, so what are we doing further? So we will have to read through this. I think that's a homework for me. I'll do it offline. But see, overall, what we learned is that launching through Git like separate processes is not going to help us a lot. And of course, using a tiling window manager on Mac is also not going to help us a lot. So where is this amethyst? I mean, I'm done with this. Yeah. So this is much better. So yeah, I mean, eventually we'll have to read through all this and be able to decide which one to use. And let's try this out. Maybe using a Git API directly will help. But the problem is that, when using this API, you will need some token verification. And I don't know if I really want to do this. Yeah. So we will have to find a better way. We'll have to think about this again. We'll have to go back to this drawing sheet and think about this again. So I'll see you in the next stream, guys, thinking more about it. For now, I think that's it. It was a short, sweet stream. I'm going to call it sweet because, yeah, if you guys have any feedback, you can. But otherwise, I'll call it sweet. Chalo, all right. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. This is Kushash Mali. You were watching me on my YouTube channel. It's called Buffet Codes. I'll see you again tomorrow whenever possible. I'll, of course, join my Discord channel. It should be, I'll share the link quickly on the chat. I'm sorry, I should do it. Invite people. Okay, no, this is not the one I should be using. How do I share my own channel? This is great. It was always invite people, right? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it will expire in 7 days. So whoever is here, please. Oh, wow. Sorry. This is crazy. Invite people. Copy. Copied. What? Okay. I have no idea, guys, what's happening. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys again. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.